Icebergs, pieces of ice, broke off from the glaciers and floating on the water. These icy mountains can be from 1 meter long, called a growler, to medium and long sizes, with largest ones even higher than 75 meters. What may be mind-blowing to know is that 90% of the iceberg volume is under the water due to the higher density of ice than water, so just imagine the true monsters you are facing. For me, seeing an iceberg was always in my bucket list. So in the last episode of Nuuk Greenland documentary, I'm gonna tick off this item from my bucket list. Enjoy. Lovely day here in Nuuk, and I'm starting to walk through the marina to do one of the most important and probably the last thing I'm gonna do in Nuuk, and that is a boat trip to Fjord. And today I'm so excited to see some bigger icebergs, maybe even walk on them. I will see how it goes. It will be probably a 6-hour tour. We have to go with the boat to the end of the Nuuk fjord, and we will see more ice. Right. So this is the road that ends in Nuuk Port and Harbor, which is there in a very beautiful scenery. And today actually also there are a lot of fogs around that mountain, which has made it more beautiful even. 20 minutes of walking from downtown Nuuk and I was there. The Nuuk Port and Harbor, which is the biggest harbor in Greenland. Different vessels of different kind. Personal, military, cargo, but also some companies who offer regular tours. For my sailing, I decided to go with the same company that I had the Puffins tour. Thank you. Our first destination of the day was Qoornoq, an abandoned village 2 hours sailing from Nuuk. We stepped out of the boat in perhaps the most beautiful village I had seen. Qoornoq is now almost an abandoned village in the middle of the icy fjord, overlooking the spectacular icebergs and mountains. What about this view for a village? Well, not totally abandoned. 50 years ago, residents were forced to move to capital to work. Now some of these houses are summer accommodations. Of course, talking about summer in Greenland is a little bit weird. This is perhaps the only rail track in the whole Greenland. A cargo track for a local factory. What if I told you in Qoornoq I could hug and cuddle an iceberg? Would you believe that? Yeah, I saw the iceberg finally. Yes! Thank you. Back into the icy fjord, ready for an hour of sailing among icebergs. The rest was history, a dreamy bucket list of mine which came true.
that, but that's a big one.
Next stop was at the dead end of the fjord, a relatively warmer and remote village called Kapisillit. Unlike Qoornoq, Kapisilit had permanent residences living on this amazing village, stick to a hill overlooking Nuuk fjord. After buying something to eat from the only local supermarket, our group went for a hike to see the village's church on top of a hill. What was surprising though was that this village in this location was considerably warmer than Nuuk, so no wonder why they are living here. Saying goodbye to this remote yet pretty village, it was time to go back to Icy Fjord and back to Nuuk. Back in Nuuk after a long sailing day, I was happy to check out a bucket list. Now I could think about packing my luggage and leave Nuuk, but maybe back in Greenland. One day, who knows. Next morning was the last one, while walking in Nuuk airport for one last flight, thinking about all the memories and to say goodbye Greenland. The final minutes in Greenland, but this will not be the end. Thank you, Greenland. See you next time.